Oh, hey there. What's up, y'all? Quint Beastwood here, aka Quentin Aria, and today I'm gonna show you guys how I get huge. Full day of eating. Let's do it. Meal one is 2 whole eggs, and I always get free range brown eggs. You know, those regular ass eggs that you get at Walmart, something fishy about them. So, you know, I always stick with these ones. I do 90 grams of oats, I do 50 grams of raspberry, and 5 ounces of chicken, all right? So this is my breakfast. And I have a couple supplements with it. This meal has always kind of been the same. A couple things have been taken away, a couple things have been put back in. So there's always been some sort of element that stayed the same. So it feels like it's the same meal. On a high day, it would be the same. Sometimes I have even more than this. Sometimes I have like 120 grams of oats. Now it's just 90, which I'm perfectly fine with. I'm not really that hungry these days. So I just relaxed a bit. Thought I was gonna take a nap, I didn't. I might take a nap after this meal. This is a pre-workout meal, all right? Very important, basic ass meal. Chicken and rice, and a tablespoon of almond butter. Some soy sauce. I never really have problems growing. When I have certain areas, certain muscle groups that are a bit weaker. But again, I focus not so much on weight, I focus on just the visuals, right? And I have a good idea on like how I'm growing just based on how my check-ins look. Most people that have trouble gaining weight or gaining muscle, they don't eat much. There's a lot of these guys that are ectomorphs, or girls that are like, they have smaller body types. Their bodies aren't accustomed to eating high volumes of food several times a day. So at that point, ooh, food's ready. At that point, you have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. You have to just stick to a plan. And if you don't know what to do, hire a coach. I do coaching. You can hit me up for coaching. But there's a lot of coaches out there, and get a good meal plan and just stick to it. And it's going to be hard, but you gotta eat the food, right? There's a lot of people, they think they eat a lot, but the nutritional value of what they're eating, it's not really doing that much for them. Like they might be eating a shitload of carbs, but not enough protein, or too much protein and not enough of the other macronutrients, you know. Right now I'm watching Attack on Titan, and I'm in the last season. It's getting interesting. All right, it's starting. All right, y'all, so this is what I'm doing for my pre-workout. We're gonna start with some Pre-HD, so 2 scoops with creatine. Great for pumps, great for energy. There's also Pre-HD Elite, which is very good for just a pump. The pump that I get on that product is really good. However, as I said, I'm a tired guy, so 90% of the time I use the Ultra. For the intra-workout, I'm going to have 2 scoops of EAA HD with 2 scoops of Carb HD. And that's gonna equate to a crazy pump. And you know what? I'm gonna have some Himalayan salt in there too. I just forgot to bring it out. All right, y'all, heading to the gym, about to get this chest workout in, make these gains. I showed y'all the pre-workout routine. Now we about to get crazy. You know, I'm really big on EAAs during training. So I either have this, or on days where, you know, usually when I'm dieting, if I don't have a carb drink, I'll just do the Intra HC. I'll do the watermelon flavor, love that flavor. So they're both EAAs. This one is flavorless, but obviously I mix it with the carbs, which peach mango. Tastes fantastic. So this is a go-to for me post-workout. I always get down and dirty with some nice cereal. I love me some Nesquik. I'm a chocolate connoisseur, so I gotta do it like this. I also have Shreddies. I have some Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but I don't know, I'm just feeling real chocolatey today. And I'm gonna be using HD Muscle Protein, which is the Pro HD chocolate peanut butter. It is my favorite flavor. It is delicious. You guys need to try it. So I do 2 scoops of this with some Himalayan salt in a shaker. Shake that bad boy up. I got 130 grams of Nesquik cereal and some pineapples. It's actually supposed to be a banana, but I also have the option to do pineapple. I have pineapples with me right now. I don't have a banana, so I'm gonna do 130 grams of pineapple. I think a lot of people that think they're hard gainers may not be hard gainers. They're just not doing all the right things to get themselves to their goals. Also, this stuff takes time. You know, I didn't get into open bodybuilding and think that I'm gonna be winning shows right off the bat. You know, I was very new. So I knew that it's kind of like a marathon. Of course, there are times where you sprint, but when it all is said and done, it takes a while. You know, nobody was a champion overnight. And even if it seems like they did, they were putting in the work for years before that, maybe even over a decade. So there definitely are people that have a harder time building muscle than others. There's also people that have a harder time like running fast or jumping high than others. You know, we all have different strengths genetically in different areas. But I find that the best way for somebody to put on muscle that's important to them, you gotta train hard. You gotta supplement supplements properly. So by supplementing properly, I mean reaching a certain quota in protein. That's just one aspect of the goal. That's just one aspect of helping you reaching your goal. The product itself won't get you there. You know, so I use 2 scoops here with my shake post-workout. It's fast absorbing and it's convenient. So let's say you're working a job and you can't eat 6-7 meals a day or 5-6 meals a day. Having a protein shake or 2 during the day, it just helps make it more convenient for you to hit that quota and keep growing and recovering as you do your day-to-day job or in school or whatever. So I find that the most important thing to do if you're a hard gainer, you gotta get your meals in. You gotta get your protein in. If you need to supplement, you gotta supplement. I definitely recommend supplements, especially stuff like protein, EAAs during workouts. Stuff like pre-workouts, I do recommend it if you need it. I think they can amplify your workout, most definitely, also with creatine. But I don't think those are they're not as much of a necessity as it is to get your actual food in and hit those macros and micronutrients. Now we're gonna go for a cheat meal. This time I'm going to a place called Burger Priest. Okay, can I get the high priest? And can I get a cheeseburger with no cheese as well? Yeah, just a hamburger. And could I get some secret sauce on that? Just lettuce, ketchup, and do you have barbecue sauce? Okay. Yeah, lettuce, ketchup, barbecue, and yeah, that's all. In order of fries, please. Can I get a water and a Diet Coke, please, or Diet Pepsi? Can. Yeah, I forgot they had milkshakes and chocolate chip cookies. Told y'all, I'm a chocolate connoisseur, all right? All right, y'all. So there you have it. Full day of eating. This is how I stay big. This is how I got big. This is how I stay big. Remember, consistency is everything. Stay on top of your meals. If you want to build muscle, this is what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? You got to be consistent. You got to train hard. Be very diligent. You got to be consistent for a long period of time. All right. Thank you, Muscle and Strength, for having me. I had a good time. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to go over to my page, Quint Beastwood. You can find me on Instagram under that same handle. Find me on TikTok as Mr. Beastwood. And yeah, check me out. I'll have a lot more content for y'all. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all later.